It's always good to do research outside of the direct. I was just so hyped for the Switch 2 and the console and the games and stuff that I didn't really look at the price. And now that I'm looking at these prices, it's driving me nuts. Driving me absolutely insane. This makes absolutely no fucking sense. So I'm gonna go to the official website. Blah blah blah. Yeah, the graphics. Yeah, you show me all this pop-up shit. $80. $80. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not even a lot of characters in the roster. 24 characters. You didn't even show. Well, most of these are fucking enemies. You're gonna turn those little dudes from like the fucking Super Mario 3D World and shit into drivers now? What happened to Isabelle? What happened to Link? They were drivers too. Why are they not here? You know, kind of like that. I like that crossover. That the crossover with Isabelle and Link and shit. Link is not here, but he was playable in Mario Kart 8. So now what you gonna do? Make me pay for Link to become playable back in the game when he was already in the fucking game? Crazy. Okay, so the bundle is 500, but without the bundle it's 450. You might as well just buy the 500 if you want a game, because it's no point. You're gonna wind up paying 500 anyway if you just get the game separately. And then that little demo that they showed in the direct, that was, you have to pay for that. But in the direct is so deceiving. Because in the direct, it makes it seem like that it's a part of the console. But in reality, you have to pay for that little tech demo, which is so stupid. It is really, really stupid. Then this stupid camera that's no fucking good that has fucking 15 FPS. It's just stupid. And the direct, I mean, it was okay, but it really wasn't a lot of new games showcase. What was the new games? Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's only two new games. Two. They didn't show us nothing else. Everything was shit that we already had and shit that was already out. Oh, in the Metroid Prime game. I guess that's a new game. I mean, I guess it could be considered a new game, but it does have an original Switch edition. I'm assuming that Tomodachi Life or Tomodachi Living the Dream, that shit is also gonna be $90. This shit doesn't come out till next year. Why we gotta wait a whole fucking year for to play around with fucking bobbleheads? Cause that's all the Mii's are, is Avatar bobbleheads. Like, I love the Mii's and shit. I grew up on that shit with the Wii, but this is ridiculous. And you're gonna charge me $90 to play with some fake people. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Switch 2. One hand, I do want the console because I am There's only two reasons why, or maybe three reasons why I want the console. I want to stay up to date with Nintendo games. That was one of the reasons why I got a Switch. I wanted to play Nintendo games. I skipped out on the Wii U because I just didn't like the console, just, going through stuff. I just didn't really, I wasn't interested. But the Switch had caught my attention. I really liked the Switch. It was an innovative console, and I liked the lineup of games that it had to offer. But with this, the Switch 2, it's just not a lot of content. It's too expensive. It's way too fucking expensive. So this is gonna be $90 or $80, but 90 for Canadians. Mario Kart World is $80, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is $70. It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. You can go on Steam. You can go on Steam and buy games that are cheaper than Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart and all that shit, and you can have really fun experiences. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and that's why they didn't reveal the prices in the direct, because they knew people was gonna turn the shit off. Another thing that I want to get to the bottom of is this type of key card situation. So that's what I want to research too, because everyone on YouTube is talking about these key cards, and certain games are just a key card. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is this? Nintendo Switch games aren't included on the game key card. Okay, what is this? Nintendo confirms that some Switch 2 game cards will only include a download key. Nintendo has confirmed that those sleek new Nintendo Switch game cards won't carry any actual game and will instead sometimes simply contain a key to download the game. Super Mario Bros. Blah 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 blah. So this is the case, a mock-up case, or I think this is the official case. The game key card. So even you shell out $90, you're just buying a plastic case. A plastic case. A plastic case for nothing. I don't know how I feel. It's just Nintendo, but it's expected. This is why consoles are dying. This is why consoles are dying. This is why PCs are just cheaper. Yeah, it depends on, certain rigs and stuff that you have. If you got a $4,000 rig, then yeah, that will be expensive. But the amount of content that you're allowed to have on the PC is greater. You get to have emulation. Yes, Nintendo's greatest nightmare, greatest fear, emulation. You get to have emulation of all consoles of any sort. You get PC games, all generations of PC games, from modern PC games all the way back up to shit on the DOS and stuff, and even further than DOS. You get to play like stuff like the ZX Spectrum and shit. You just get way more content with the PC. This is why I was always a PC kid. I liked consoles as a kid, but I liked the PC more because it was just more shit that you could do on the computer. Consoles have always been limited. It's just, oh, like I had my big computer had went out, and I recently got the B-Link Series 5 mini PC, and I've been rocking that, and it's a nice powerful mini PC. It would play games at a decent frame rate, and it can emulate a lot of stuff with no problem, and I'm having a much better time with it. The Switch, it's like I only get the Switch for Nintendo games. I don't get it. The Switch, like I said, consoles are not my primary gaming devices. They're just not. They're not a big part of my life. They are and they aren't. I only get them for select few games that are not available nowhere else but on their platform. This is why it sucks, and I get why a lot of people complain that Bayonetta became a part of Nintendo, because the series is limited. It's stuck to this shit. When you buy Bayonetta 4 or something, it's gonna be on this strange key card where you need the internet to play the fucking game. This console's gonna fail. It's going to fail. The price killed it. The price of the games killed this console. It's dead. It's dead on arrival. Dead in the water. It killed it. The games are too expensive. The Switch 2 is really not that much different than the Switch 1. It's just a bigger Switch that's more powerful, that can give you GameCube. Oh yeah, and speaking of GameCube, the GameCube roster of games is limiting. They showed Super Mario Sunshine, that I do remember. They didn't show Mario Kart. They didn't show. I think they showed Luigi's Mansion. But anyway, it's just emulation. Nintendo Switch's emulation is not that good. So even if the Switch is quote unquote powerful enough to run GameCube, it's not going to be well optimized. It's going to be something wrong with it. And that's why I got rid of my Nintendo Switch membership. I had it for about a couple of months. I was playing Super Nintendo and stuff, but I already had Super Nintendo games, so I just wanted the membership just to play around with it and maybe just to go online. And then I dropped it. It was just a waste of money, and I never really looked back to it because the Switch is not my primary gaming console. I only get it for a handful of games, and this is ridiculous. I just can't get over the prices of these games, and just Nintendo got, it's just the audacity. I know I'm just all over the place. I'm all over the place. It's not the professional scripted Max. This is the unprofessional scripted Max. But my mind's just scrambling around with these games and the prices, because I'm just trying to find a reason why they think that these games are worth that much. Mario Kart World looks fun. It looks interesting. It has a nice amount of features, but it's not worth $90. It's not worth $80. It's not worth any of that. It's barely worth $60. I didn't like it when games jumped to $60. I remember brand new games used to be $30. It was $30 for a brand new copy of Mario Sunshine or Mario Galaxy. It was $30. And now it's $90. I don't have a huge collection of Switch games. I have a nice handful of titles that I play. Mario Kart, Bayonetta, I do have like a Let's Go Pikachu, Breath of the Wild. This is one of the reasons why I did have Tears of the Kingdom, but I got rid of it. I didn't have it for long. This is why I was reluctant to buy Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think that game was worth $70. It's just not worth $70. It's Tears of the Kingdom is just it's just an expansion pack to Breath of the Wild. It just gives you more shit to do. But it's really not that worth it's not worth it. But I have a nice handful of Switch games that I play, and half of my other Switch games are just retro games. I have Doom for Switch, Doom 1, 2, and 3. I have Quake. I have Duke Nukem for Switch and some other stuff. And that's pretty much it. That's all my Switch games. I don't have a huge collection of Switch games and stuff because I was already pissed off that the games were $60 and I feel like that was expensive enough. And now that they moving it up to $90, $80, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. My collection, if I even get this console, my collection is going to be even smaller. I'm only going to about have like 5 games that I faithfully play on it. And that's it. I'm not a huge fan of Splatoon. I'm not really a huge fan of all the other franchises. I play Mario, Zelda. Well, Donkey Kong's basically a part of Mario. Smash Bros. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan like that. Bayonetta. That's the main reason why I'm into Nintendo is for Bayonetta. I love Mario and stuff like Zelda, but Bayonetta is the main reason why I'm on the Nintendo ecosystem. I like those games, they're amazing games, and even 3 with all its flaws is still a great game to play when it comes to its gameplay. But this is ridiculous. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm done ranting. It's 3 a.m. and I need to go to sleep. It could all be so simple, but you rather just make it hard for me. You hurt yourself to make me stay. It ain't working, this ain't working. I'm so stupid. It ain't working, it ain't working, it ain't working. This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy. Oh, care for me, care for me. Are you there for me, give? You said you there for me, right? You said you love me, give. I can't. I can't. I hope you won't try to stick me with a copyright strike. I'm singing it with my own fucking voice, but you know how the copyright strike is. Oh my god. Let me get out of here. That's it. Oh my god.